Welcome back, fellas, to this new video of Express. Today, let's get started to use Slack, a really great application to come helping you to get started. Great replacement for internal email. So, Slack for beginners. Speaking about the setup, speaking about how to get started with the actual region. Basically, when you first open Slack, you will see the main interface divided into several key areas: the workspace name, the sidebar, the channel, and the search bar. What I'm going to be doing here is to just get started with the Slack and choose to get started. You can choose to get started with an actual Google account. I'm going to choose the Google. I choose my account to make this process much more faster. And when I choose my account, you now have access directly here into Slack. Now, directly you can see that we have now the workspace name. This is located at the top left. Click into the access to the profile, set your status, manage your preferences. Now, we do have now the sidebar, which is the left-hand panel of the navigation hub. This contains, for example, the home section where you access your channels and the conversations, a list of your direct messages, a single view of all your mentioned threads and the reactions that need to your attention. You just need to wait a few seconds till this one appears, and you can see that voila, we have now the Slack directly in there. And then we have the channel DM conversations. As you can see, here are my DMs, and basically this is the large panel where you're reading sent messages. And lastly, for example, the search bar. The search bar is located at the top of the interface. Use this to find messages, files, channels, or messages, files, people across your entire workspace. Now, there are three fundamental ways to communicate into the Slack, which is the channels, direct messages, and the threads. The channels, I'm going to click into home, and you can see that here appears all my channels. Now, basically, these are dedicated chat rooms for a specific topic, projects, or teams. Everyone into the workspace can view on join if you choose, for example, to use the public channels. Better or best for team announcement, company-wide discussion, project-related conversations. We have now the private elements, and basically the private are only invited members can view and join. This is for confidential project, sensitive team discussion. So when you join a channel, you can of course click the plus button next to the channels element, and you can choose to browse channels or create a new channel. For example, this one. And here into browse channel, let's say that I type Nintendo. In my case, we don't have any channels directly added in here. But let's say that I type video game or video games. Still, we don't have nothing in here. But if I type people, let's say that I go and type video games, this is of course totally depending into how many you have into your directory, and of course you can try them for free. And lastly, you can even create a channel into the plus icon next to the channels header and select to generate that totally for free. Now we can use DM for one of private conversation with one of the viewers co-workers. To start a new DM, click into the plus icon next to the record message and head it into the sidebar and select the person of the group you want on the message. Now, threads are nested replies to specific messages, which keeps related discussions container and prevents the main channel from becoming cluttered. So how to use them? Hover over any message and to click into the reply in thread icon like this. So this one, what's going to be doing here, will appear the thread panel for the right. Always use a thread to reply a message or to follow up on a specific topic, rather than starting a new message to the main channel. For example, this one. This is where we have all our files, and I send it, and I have now threaded the Google Drive, and I can go to the application when I click directly in there. This is going to be much more faster for my teammates. And you can enhance your messages. So Slack offers several tools to make your messages clear and more actionable. For example, you can type mentions, you can check out the reactions, and the message formatting. So the message formatting, for example, is use Markdown to style your specific text. You can highlight important information, right? Or the huddles. Look for the headphones icon, which you can check out and channel forward to DM. And you can even start by recording a video clip, recording the audio clip, or even run a shortcut. shortcut can be helping you to start adding elements, for example, really fast, creating a document, collapse stuff, message something, browse application, browse my files, to create a text snippet, and so much more. So basically, this is how it actually works in a really easy way. What you can even do is to leverage automations in artificial intelligence, which is application and integration. We can connect Slack to other tools you used, and it might be appearing directly here into the workflows. Right? We have applications, we have the workflows into the upper side, we have the Slack AI pay plan, of course. But basically, workflows is automate routine tasks without coding. For example, use a workflow template to collect information via form, or manage a simple approval process, right? So basically, those are just slash comments that we have just solved up. So to manage your productivity and focus, for example, you can send your boundaries. So use the not this sort, click into the profile picture like this. And here you have the availability, which is active. And you can just set yourself as all away, or push the notification past this until next week, for example. You can change the communication availability, organize your sidebar, check out the preferences, even search like an actual pro. So you can take that in mind when you are just getting started here directly into the Coolcast. Let's say, for example, that I wanted to focus into my appearance, and I have now the Slack themes, and I'm going to be changing this for Lagoon, for example, or for vision to xenophobia, or I'm going to be sticking out with this one. Actually works really well. And I can change the messages here, save the changes, and there we go. So I'm going to close this, and we're actually good to go to get started here directly into the Coolcast, in my case, my Slack channel. So with this being said, guys, it's just really easily how you can get started directly here into Slack. There are so much more things to come. For example, to learn more about checking all the files, to learn more about all the tools, the navigation bar, adding your teammates. But basically, this is for another tutorial. You can let us know in the comments below if you want to talk about something specific directly here into Slack. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully, we can all see you guys next time.